What's up? It's part 2, Johnny Bravo, day 11. So Johnny Bravo starts off this episode of a Johnny Bravo Christmas. Of course he does, because he's the main character. Okay, this is going to be a Johnny Bravo Christmas. It's basically a sequel to the one I did yesterday, 5 minutes ago, but yesterday when I uploaded, and this one's a little bit longer, and I am probably not going to be as goofy and silly in this one. Johnny Bravo is singing about getting free presents from Santa Claus. This is the guy who you attacked last year. And this is the guy who is wanting to fight you again. And you think he's going to bring you a free present? Come on, dude. Seriously? Santa probably up in the North Pole. He's not doing anything 364 days out of the year. He's up there at the gym just pumping the iron. I hate Johnny. I hate Johnny. I hate Johnny. And Santa's going to be like the Incredible Hulk. And he's going to come to your town. And he's going to beat you up, Johnny Bravo. What you gonna do when Santa Claus comes to your town? Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. I said I wasn't going to be as goofy and silly in this video because I do want to try to get through it so I can do my last one, but, whatever. It's whatever. Coffee. Yeah. You know what? Maybe no more coffee. Bad LJ. So Johnny's mom is telling him to clean the sofa, the couch. And he's like, okay, Mom, you're gonna tell me I'm Johnny Bravo. I'm Johnny Bravo. I will clean that couch like it's never been cleaned. Hoo-yah! And he finds letters to Santa Claus. And he's like, uh-oh, I didn't send our letters out to Santa. Okay, did you have to do that last year? Because you kind of weren't expecting Santa Claus last year, but he still came. Because if you were expecting him, you wouldn't have drop kicked him and, broke his arm like a jerk. But anyway, he's like, oh no, now we're not going to get our presents. I got to do something about this. It's Christmas Eve. Everyone wants to wait till the last minute. So he is running to the post office. And he's like, I got to get these letters to Santa. And they're like, no, we can't do that, dude. It's Christmas Eve. And at first, I thought they were laughing at him because he's a grown man apparently believing in Santa Claus. But no, they're laughing at him because he wants to send out stuff the day of Christmas and expect it to reach its destination. Kind of like Rocco did in the episode a few days ago. Yeah, that's not how postal service works. Maybe nowadays we can do that. Anyway, he runs into Susie, and Susie hears about his problem, and she's like, I have his email address, which, oh no, they have email back then. This was after Rocco, so I don't know how popular email was back then, or how many people were actually using email. I know I didn't have an email until like 98, so I don't know when the Rocco Christmas was, and I don't know when this special was. But now that I've watched it again, I do remember it, but not as much as the other one. Anyway, Johnny's like, I'm just going to hand deliver them. And Susie's like, dude, I have his email. You can email him. And Johnny's like, wait, I don't know where Santa lives. And he's like, maybe that stupid kid knows where he lives. And she has his address. And you'll see why I did that last, towards the end of the episode. Anyway, they get to the airport and there's no flights to the North Pole. Poor Johnny, he's not going to get his free presents. Oh, but wait, there might be a pilot that can fly them to the North Pole. So Johnny is determined to hand deliver his letters to Santa, even though it seems very impossible that he will reach his destination in time. Susie decides to tag along, which leaves me the question, where is this girl's parents at? They're just letting her go around town, just doing whatever, going to the North Pole with Johnny Bravo, who is pretty much a weirdo. So, it's like, I kind of think Johnny is supposed to be like maybe 16 instead of like, I think he's like Brock from Pokemon, basically. I think he's just like a teenager and he's like hitting on all these females. But, you know, instead of just, no, I have a boyfriend, or, oh no, you're too young for me, or whatever. They beat him up. And of course, in Pokemon, you can't have, like, you know, adult women beating up kids, because that's not kid friendly. Anyway, they get to the airport, and they basically do not have money to fly, which, why would it cost money to fly anywhere? I wonder. Anyway, they sneak on with a bunch of luggage, and they're in the luggage compartment below where everyone else is, and there's some like security guard. He hears Susie and Johnny talking, so he goes in there and inspects the area. But it's like there's some zoo animals in there who are talking. So there's talking animals in this episode, and they're making fun of the guard, and the guard's like, oh, it's a bunch of animals talking stupid. And it's like, dude, they're gonna put you in an asylum for that. I mean, because no one believes that there's talking animals. Anyway, Susie, being a kid, sets the animals free, and there's like a little trap door, and all the animals are like having a party. They're like dancing on it, and it collapses, and they safely land. And Susie somehow has a CB radio and calls one of her friends. It's like, how does this like 8-year-old girl have all these friends that are like way older than her? Anyway, a truck driver pulls up and drives them to the airport, where they find a pilot to fly them to the North Anyway, this guy thinks they're going to the North Pole for some conspiracy theorist stuff, which he's like a conspiracy theorist. He's like, you can't trust the government. And that's like, dude, we just want to go see Santa, okay? And he's like, oh, yeah, I've kind of wanted to meet Santa. Anyway, they're riding along, and Donny Osmond shows up. And he tells everyone he needs to get them to sing, and because he knows where Santa lives and all that. Because it turns out that Susie had a fake address that she got off of a cereal box. Anywho, so yeah, Donnie is like, I'll give you the address if you sing while you talk. They almost crash into Santa's village, but they're saved by reindeer. Yeah. So they all get out, and Johnny walks up to them and he's like, hey Santa, remember me? I beat you up last year. And Santa's like, and he grabs like a mallet and hits him with it, and he's like, no, I don't recall that. And he recognizes Susie, he recognizes the pilot, but he doesn't recognize Donnie, which Donnie's always like, I visit Santa every year. This is kind of like not helping your story, man, making you look like a liar. No offense. I mean, maybe you do visit Santa every year. Maybe he just doesn't know your name because you're not important enough to him. Santa wonders what they're doing there, and they're like, Johnny wanted to give you his Christmas list and his mom's Christmas list. And he opens one up and he's like, a black t-shirt, a year's supply of hair gel, a pink Cadillac, and he's like, oh, Johnny, your mom has quite a list here. And he's like, wait a minute, that's my mom's list? He's like, yeah, but it does sound like stuff for you. And it's like, man, it's like his mom cares about him so much that she'd rather get gifts for him and not worry about herself. And I guess that's what a parent does sometimes. So Santa goes to read Johnny's list. Johnny grabs it from him, balls it up, and eats it. And everyone's like, but Johnny, I thought you wanted Santa to give you your free presents. And he's like, yeah, well, things change. So Santa's like, look, man, I got bad news for you, but everything's already packed and ready to go, man. We're filled up. We can't take nothing else. And apparently they can have a late-breaking naughty or nice, which means I guess someone was naughty, and now there's like an opening for 2 presents. And anyway, Johnny's like, just give both of those to my mom. And everyone's like, wow, are you sure, Johnny? He's like, yeah. So Johnny gets home, he tells his mom the whole story, and I don't think his mom believes him, but she's all like, oh, that's nice of you, Johnny. But anyway, they hear a knock at the door. It's the pilot, Susie, and Donnie. They're singing Joy to the World, and they have presents, but they're not alone. They have everyone else in town with them, because one friend told one friend, and he told another friend, and pretty soon everyone knew what a great person Johnny Bravo was. So that's how it ends, with a party, and that's another thing. It's a party, so everyone's just like trashing the house, and no one's gonna help clean up probably. Merry Christmas! I trashed your house. Bonnie is talking to someone and saying, I wonder if my baby will ever find that special someone that sees him the way we do. And he like talks to a girl, and guess what happens? I'll give you a minute. Oh, I didn't give you options. Does he A, get beat up? B, get a kiss because they're under the mistletoe? Or C, does he get a hamburger because the lady's like a gourmet chef and she makes hamburgers special? I'll give you a minute. Okay, so the answer to the question, he gets beat up, of course, and that's how it ends. He's like, oh, I got beat up again, baby. I get beat up. I'm Johnny Bravo getting beat up again. And yeah, so yeah, that was day 11. Join me tomorrow for the finale of the 12 Days of Christmas.